The Empire trade accords have pushed their reach too far. Their latest acquisition of Section 7 research labs and Project Chimera has sparked debate on their entry into the military-industrial complex. While a system-wide legal case attempts to slow the oppressing machine, secret battles over resources and power are already being fought in the dark. Meanwhile,
do you think they wear sunscreen in space? This seems very bright. I understand that we've got this face visor, but I don't know, that doesn't really feel like enough. But here we are at the front of the Val Crucius. You know, our old mate Val Crucius. The one that we haven't actually finished building yet. But we've got our ships here, we've got our little drones, and if you remember, at that rock, we got ourselves some uranium. So we're actually in a pretty solid state. I am going to jump us over to another rock in a second because I feel like we need enough silicon to build out the front of the Val Crucius. It's kind of this snub nose thing. But otherwise, we're also looking for some gold. So there's some rocks down here. We're going to go scout them out. Let's see what happens. As we're closing in on this asteroid, I am noticing a couple of these like drone fighter, and there's something a little lower there as well. Whatever that lens flare is. And I'm wondering, is this the opportunity for us to be testing our own drones? It is kind of getting closer. You know what? Let's give this a go. I don't really think I can launch the drones at a movement, so we're going to come to a standstill. And now what I'm going to do is we're just going to unlock this drone, and we should now be able to control this drone. I'm still approaching, and you can see I'm almost at the asteroid now. But this drone fighter keeps circling in and out of the area. But maybe this is the one where we intercept? I think we're going to circle to the left side of this asteroid at the same time as we're going to check out whatever this is. And let's pick up the pace a bit. What is this? Can't tell if that's flying away or if I'm getting closer to whatever this might be. 5 kilometers away. 4 kilometers. Less than 4 kilometers. Is this going to be engagement? That enemy drone cycled away from us again, so I've just jumped back into the Val Crucius and moving it towards the asteroid. I'm leaving our drone out there so I can jump into it later and it can be a bit of a sentry for us. I just want to see closer to this asteroid, do we have the silicon here that we were looking for? But hey, as we're pulling in with the Val Crucius, you can also see what we're looking for is the silicon. I'm less worried about the platinum. Crazy that we found more platinum. But I want the silicon, and then we might be able to add some glass to this cockpit. Okay, I'm sitting here. It is closing in again. Let's jump back into the D2 drone, and I think it's time we just manually engage. I'm sick of this waiting game, and you probably are as well. So it is a little drone that is absolutely whipping towards us. I hope it's not shooting at the Val Crucius. Oh, I think it just collided with the asteroid. Oh, what an absolute goober. Let's see if we can disable it still. Let's chase it a little bit. Oh, we are now in its own turret's range. But we're locked on. We know what we're doing. I'm just trying to take out some of its engines maybe. Alright, so that is its back engines down. Does it have any engines remaining? Let's see, it does have some weapons on the front. Let's see if we can get rid of those weapons, hey? Alright, we're just gonna close in on drone number 1. Don't move, don't move. And I'm gonna jump out with my grinder. There you go, so that's the remote control turned off. This should be a pretty harmless fella right now. So I've brought the mining ship right in close, so I should be able to just zap zap and deposit. Absolutely a delicious meal. Oh, there's a couple of other random things just floating around. Yeah, okay, some temporary containers, some temporary bits. I'm going to take the mining ship and we're going to go pick up some of that silicon. And just while I'm digging for the silicon, I'm going to send our drone back to the Val Crucius. Okay. I was just digging here, but it looks like that Ember escort drone is also going to make its way towards us. Jeez, where... Okay, it was red, but see how it's gone white? That probably means it just thunked itself against the wall. These drones are not smart. Let's go around inside the miner and see how hard they just thunked. Yeah, as we approach here, I'm guessing we have a bit of a crater in the wall. Bit of a crater in the asteroid. Hello, drone? Yeah, that doesn't look like a lot of a drone. We're just going to grab it a little bit. No, I'm going to jump out. What is there? Anything useful? Rocket launcher? I'm not too worried. I'm not going to be able to get all of this before it floats away.
Inventory full.
That's alright. I've lost it. Can't even see it anymore. I think there's a cruel irony that I might have to go through platinum just to reach silicon. It just seems so unlikely. But thankfully, I think we're spared that embarrassment. And we mine up some of the silicon and then we're going to start processing it. The reason I was looking for that silicon is because silicon helps us make windows. So if we grab windows, there's all sorts of window types here, but the ones that I'm really looking for are just the classic big flat ones. Because I want to do some things like putting windows in some nice places and maybe seeing if we can make a real front command center to the Val Crucius. Because right now, this is the part that looks the most incomplete. So, you know what it's time for? Time-lapse time. Okay, you could see me in that time lapse getting very, confused with what I was doing. In the end, we ended up with just a boxy front. It's not the greatest, but I just could not find a good solution. There's a couple more pieces that I feel like I would like. I wanted to round these corners a little bit more, but honestly, making a bridge on a ship is the worst part of my design process. It's just so, how do you balance functional with defense, with aesthetic? In the end, I don't think I hit any category. I've added a little door on the side here, and you immediately start noticing some other things. A huge screen that is showing a map of the Val Crucius itself, and some of the other ships that we have. Really nice big viewing area. A map of the Val Crucius itself. This floor map is a script by the famous Whiplash. But otherwise, yeah, this is all glass and I've got some great viewing angles. The only bad viewing angle is this front. It's just, I don't know. I'm not too fussed about it right now though. I'm still on the hunt for gold. Just cruising and scanning. Is this the one? I think we just got to go for it. Look, I've just been cruising along. I am willing to take anything right now. So that is up and right. So we're going to aim ourselves up and right. Which one is it? Between these two. Please, 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 please. I hope this has something. Let's start slowing down next to this asteroid. Look at this. What is that? What does it say? Gold! Gold! And silicon. Oh, I could have come here in the first place. But that is actually gold. Oh, that is fantastic. That is gold, and that is actually gold. So we are going to pivot the Val Crucius a little further over there and dig some of this up. Can you tell I worked out how to use the spectator cam? It's so cool. So many fun angles. Such a shame it took me this long to work it out properly. No, honestly, the reason why I haven't used the spectator cam properly before is I don't actually have a numpad, and you require a numpad to hit some of the hotkeys to move the spectator cam. I have actually had to reconfigure my keyboard and use the auto hotkey scripts so I can hit the numpad plus button and change spectator mode. But this is fantastic. Now that we have some gold, let's have a look. We look at gold. 20,000 gold, and it is now being processed. Hallelujah, fantastic. Now that we have all the gold, we should be able to start thinking about replacing the jump drive, this huge jump drive. So placing that there, that is large, ugly, and kind of unhappy because it's not built, but as usual, we should be able to start welding things up. And let's see, we basically got nothing out of it. We need 20 of these gravity components and 1,000 superconductors. Add that to the build planner, grab what we have. Oh, I'm not going to do this by hand. That's going to take forever. I think I'm going to quickly remove these panels. You know, the only studio lighting we have in here. And we're going to consider putting up a welder. Yeah, let's build up this tube along here and the welder right here. And that should work directly on the jump drive. It's also going to work directly on me. I have learned my lesson about that one. Don't stand anywhere near the welder. If we turn this welder on... how's that going to go? Okay, we're missing some things. I just said I was going to learn my lesson and I immediately walked into it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're good. We're healthy. We're good. We can now put all the missing components into production. So what does that look like for us? That is 5 gravity components, 100 power cells, and 1,000 superconductors. So this is going to take a while. Obviously, it's going to take a while to do the power cells, and it's going to take even longer to do the superconductors, but we should have the materials for it now. If not, I'm just going to be going back and forth to get some more gold from this mine. It's been sitting here for a little while, and I think we have enough of the superconductors. I'm going to stand right back here, and I'm going to use this access pad, and we're going to turn welder on. Let's see. Was that it? This time for real. And this time I've added a button, so we should be able to come up and press this. Isn't that fantastic? It is immediately built. And this jump drive should now be charging. And we have a look. It says charge efficiency 80%, fully charged in 6 minutes. I've just cleaned up the space, and while I was cleaning it up, the jump drive has gone green. Green means we are charged. If we again look, it says fully recharged in 0 seconds, so we're good now. Max jump distance is 2,000 kilometers, and that's exactly what we are looking for. That doesn't get us all the way to the warp gate, but by golly, does that get us a lot further. For us to jump, we've got to look at this jump drive, and we can set this distance. We can set the distance to the gamma warp gate, or we can do something called a blind jump. In this case, we're just going straight to the gamma warp gate. We're not going to make it there all the way. Again, we're only going to make it 2,000 kilometers. But that sounds good enough to me. Let's start moving forward in the direction of the gamma warp gate. So it's down there. So I'm going to pivot around this asteroid. This has us pretty much lined up to the gamma warp gate. It doesn't need to be perfect because again, we're locked onto the GPS signal. Going to get us 40% of the way. That's perfect. Let's send it. That's so fun. It's such a great experience. Now we can see we're 2,000 kilometers closer. We now have to recharge our jump drive. So again, our jump drive will be ready in 7 minutes. Our batteries are fully charged, all of them. Look, depleted in 50 minutes. All of these depleted in 15 minutes. And that means our jump drive, again, give me 6 minutes and then we're just going to jump again. We are all charged up for our next one, and while I was waiting, I took a moment and set up this little script. This is the fancy status displays, and it was just showing me how close we were to the jump drive being charged, and we can see we are at 100%. So why not hit it again? And now we can see, I'm just sitting here again, waiting for the jump drive to charge all the way up, but I get to look at pretty displays while I do it. Well, I think this has us at our last jump. Gamma warp gate right there. I don't see why we don't go for it. What the heck is all of this? That looks like the Empire is already... Whoa! And they're immediately shooting at us. Okay. Time for something evasive. It looks like... Oh, that sounds like... And that looks like they've immediately taken out our roof. They have. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to release our own drones. So let's go 7, 8... And those drones, no, they're kind of flipping away. But from here, if I go remote access, control the drones, that one should be on. And let me control the other drone. That one should be on. That should be us in a good spot now. Oh my gosh, I did not expect us to get destroyed so embarrassingly quickly. I think we need to change strategy. I am in a bit of a hustle here, but I think we're going to get an assault cannon or something, put it on top of the Valcrucius, and see if we can break this blockade. Assault cannon shell, can we make 10? Someone in the comments said that I definitely needed more magnesium, and I 100% believe them now. Let me see if I can come out here and whack on a turret somewhere. Tempted to go right through here. I know inventory's full. I know. Okay, so we should probably make some... Extend this out. I'll place this here. I should have the materials. I do need to repair some of the rest of the ship, though. I don't know if I'm going to have everything for it. Ah, Crichton! Old buddy Crichton, he's going to do it for us. He's going to save the day. Thank you, Crichton. I appreciate you. But now we need to place this large turret on top. What, that was going to go somewhere about there. Grab all the materials for it. Crichton, help me build this one, buddy. Help me build it. It's going to be so much. Okay, that's an assault cannon turret built. Let's jump back in here. And how many of those assault cannon shells did we get? Okay, so they all managed to build up. I'm feeling in a much more confidence. Let me see if I can... We're going to target the big ship and hope that it's just going to be chilling. I don't know if that's actually going to hit. Is that hitting? I've got control of the turret here and we're going to bring it in a little closer. It should tell me once we are in range, and once we are, I'm going to give it a bit... Okay, we are in range. Oh, that means we're also in range. I think that's a good hit. We've really swooped under here, and I'm going to enable to auto fire. Our turret's blasting away. Have I lost engines? Oh, I think I might have lost some engines. Alright, we're going to circle back around underneath it. I think we're in a good spot. We got underneath it and took out its weapons. But I think we just got to hit the gate. Oh no, we have not taken out all of its weapons. Okay, I spoke far too soon. And we are out of ammo. Alright, we're going straight for the gate. I don't know if we can make it. We're gonna go for it. Oh my jeebers. Ah. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Is that Earth? Is it Earth? And what's this? I'm not worried about that. Look! We've made it to Earth. Not sure the Valcrucius fared up so well. I'm seeing fire? Where am I seeing fire? Ah. Oh, that's not too bad. Hey, that's where we just came from. No, the Valcrucius is looking fine, actually. It's Crichton. Crichton's popped out. Oh, we've lost our drones, of course. Oh, Crichton, you made it with us. I'm going to jump in the ship, and I think we're just going to park up there. It's time for us to basically turn in our big mission. Goodness, this ship does not sound healthy. Whoop, I think that was a touchdown. But come on, Crichton, we need to grab Where was it? We need to grab all of the evidence here, and let's go see. Crichton, you coming with? Oh, there you are, bud. Yeah, that's a perfect park. I don't know what you're on about. I suppose we are just going to head inside and hand in the evidence that we have. I saw that there was a ramp over here. I feel like we need a bit of a sit down after what we went through. Hey Crichton, come on bud, we got to turn this in. And hey, who knows, maybe there's some more work for us here as well.